Come here now, girl.
Going everybody, my number is we're today we were playing. Whew, that was really fast. I need to slow my roll. Anyway, so how's it going, everybody? My name is Twig, and today we will be playing Black Flag. While I tell you a teensy little story about what happened today at school, because it's probably a big deal, I guess. And like always, don't forget, if you hear anything in the background or anybody talking to me, just ignore it. That is my family. I will be eating sometimes in this because I am a hungry little elf. So yeah. So the first thing that is first is, so to start off in the very beginning, it was 4th hour in school today. Now, obviously a lot of my things and these stories are about my school because the school is pretty cool. And so this kid, once again, a non-life Foevs. This kid is not very smart. Well, I mean, he's potentially smart, but he's just choosing not to do his paper at the time for some reason that nobody will ever know besides him. So he decides not to do his homework. Well, he says he's not wanting to do it and stuff because he's tired or whatnot. And so he does that, or he says that he doesn't want to do it. And this kid was on his last major, and so he like starts flipping out on the teacher because he doesn't want to do his work like an ignorant person would, because, you know, it's easy work. All you have to do is pair up with somebody, get the work done, and be on your merry way. All this teacher asks for is one little bit, like one little class. One class of just work. And can he do that? Evidently not. So he starts refusing, and in my school, if you refuse to work, you get a major. Well, to avoid him getting a major, my teacher, who's pretty cool, knows a lot of stuff about some history, she tells him to go down to the office, not in trouble or anything, but just to get the homework done. Or somewhat done, because there's 70-something questions on it. I mean, she expects us not to get it done that hour, so yeah. So she sends him down to the office, and he said, why don't you just go ahead and write the referral? I'm just gonna get dropped here soon anyway, so what's the point in me even being here? And she said, you got a major now, because he starts cussing her out and stuff for no reason. Like, why would you take the generosity of another teacher that's trying to help you out? I mean, she was willing to help him out because she's pretty cool and stuff like that, but he refuses to do it. So, like I previously stated, he got a major. And so he got a major, and he's down in the office, and you can just hear a bunch of cussing because he has no filter, and he doesn't care, as you can tell. So about 10 minutes goes by, and you can hear him start cussing at a police officer, I'm assuming. That's what was going around my school. He was cussing out a police officer, and that's why he was yelling. But from the person from the last video, the person that got in trouble, his friend, the one that I was talking about, is like 3 times that kid's size. He told me that whenever he went down to the office, his face was about as red as a tomato. And I mean, I'm just sitting there like, how could you waste an education? But later to find out, like I found out later on that he wasn't getting dropped like we were told. Like, would have made a lot of people's lives easier because they wouldn't have to deal with his loud mouth whenever he got like, yeah, just he has a really loud mouth. Just note that now. But so I mean, in some sort he has a loud mouth, but no, he does. Let's just continue on with the story. So he doesn't get dropped, and I'm just bedazzled. Not like the weird little jewels that you get for Christmas whenever you were 2 years old, but for the fact that even though he cussed out a teacher that's been there for 22 years, a principal, and a cop, that should equal up to at least 3 majors, and that would have got him kicked out and hopefully expelled. But his, like, this school system nowadays has no future for kids. I mean, if you're gonna keep a kid in school right after he cusses you out because he can't keep control of his mouth, then like, what's to say that, like, if a kid goes off and shoots somebody, not saying that they will, but hopefully they don't, if a kid goes and shoots somebody, then he'll be compelled to think that there's no punishments that will need to come to him or her. So what I'm trying to say here is, why are we like not punishing these kids? Because we need discipline in these new aged kids. And if you're following me on Facebook or friended me on Facebook, then you know how I feel about this, because it's ignorant to waste an education that another kid could use for just, sometimes I'm at a loss of words as to how stupid this country can be. But yeah, so I'm just gonna end the video here before I start like freaking out on the mic. So if you liked this, press that like and that subscribe button, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye!